Okay, I think it's been 7 years since I've spent a full day with absolutely no phone or computer. And that day 7 years ago was only because I broke my Galaxy S3 and I was at my college dorms. Time flies. Anyways, the other week, I decided to try a quick challenge to reset/detox my brain. And the challenge was simply to go 24 hours without using electronic devices. And I'm specifically talking about my phone, iPad, computer, TV, and basically anything that is trying real hard to grab your attention. I didn't really do this with any real purpose in mind. I just saw it as a challenge that would be a nice change in pace. But during those 24 hours, I feel like I learned a lot and that my brain had a lot of time to become chemically balanced again. It's sort of like a dopamine detox day. So in order to successfully perform this day, you need to prepare because just saying you're gonna do it is not quite good enough. Let's go through some prepping steps. First, you need to set your detox day on a day where you know you have full control of whether or not you use devices. I chose a day where I'm not doing my part-time work and where I didn't have any obligations or meetings with anyone. I feel like this day and age, that can be a little difficult for some people since a lot of our lives are on devices now, but it's what makes this challenge more interesting. And it's why they call it a challenge. If you want to make it easier on your mind, just tell people who you interact with the most that you'll be doing this detox day and you won't be answering your phone. After you set the day, the second step is to set a reminder to store all your devices in the same place where it's covered up. I put my devices in a nice blue box. The point of this is so that you don't accidentally pick up your device out of habit when you wake up. On the night before, I actually had a semi-nightmare where I ended up accidentally using my phone and then being extremely disappointed in myself. Luckily, it was just a dream. From there, it's really up to you how you want to approach your day. I personally didn't plan out my day just to see what I would naturally want to do. Not surprisingly, I exercised and played a lot of piano, more than normal for piano, which is good. I probably would have exercised more too if it hadn't been such a super hot summer day. Instead, I did some brainstorming on a notebook instead of my usual laptop brainstorming, and I also did some sort of monthly dusting. Sometimes I skip months. You really can't beat dust. It just comes back every time. It was a pretty nice day overall. My brain felt extremely clear and the day actually felt slower in a nice way. It felt like all the stress in my life disappeared and the day was just filled with calmness. Eating and thinking instead of eating and listening to an audiobook or watching a video was nice. My overall state of being just seemed a lot lighter, and even though there were moments I was a little bored, I would just find something to do, like go back to my piano and play another piece, or clean a bit more, or come up with more ideas, or play with Belle. I did that a lot more today too. Okay, so after the day is the final step. I technically put away my devices the night before and brought them back out the morning after the detox day. So that's about 30 hours or so without my devices instead of 24. But once I brought out my devices, there was definitely some part of me that was worried that a friend messaged me and felt like I ignored them. But luckily it was just a couple messages that really didn't require an immediate response. I definitely do feel like you'll have some withdrawals towards the end of your detox day and in the morning. It's just a little anxious feeling of missing something important. But here's the important part after you catch up on what you missed. You can't let the day be for absolutely nothing. Goals were probably clarified and you could have made realizations during the detox day, so immediately try and carry those things out. For me, I realized that I let my phone take too much attention away from me in the earlier parts of the day. What I've decided to try from now on is to put my phone out of sight in the morning and get some good exercise and piano practice in before I check it. As for the ideas I brainstormed, I immediately put them into my schedule and organizers. Just be sure to use the momentum from this day to try and use your devices with greater moderation. If all else fails, I truly believe out of sight and out of mind works wonders, so just put it back in the box when you feel like you're going overboard. And that's pretty much how I approached the challenge before, during, and after. If you decide to try this out, let me know how it goes. If you have any personal improvement challenges you want to see me try, or if you just have a question that I might be able to give advice on, you can also leave it in the comments. I want to start interacting with my subscribers and viewers more, so if you leave a comment, I'll definitely credit you for being responsible for the video idea. I've also decided to try and use my Twitter a bit more just for projects I'm engaged in and things related to my personal life, if you're interested. As always, thanks for watching, good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.